Hi, please sign in if you haven't done so already.
All right, good evening. I'm going to go ahead and call the meeting to order. My name is Lauren Shackelford. I'm the chair of the Washington County Planning Board. This is the December 4th, 2025 regularly scheduled Washington County Zoning Board of Adjustments meeting, as well as the Washington County Planning Board meeting. Zoning Board of Adjustment is to hear a variance that requires 6-member approval votes. So we're going to do the Planning Commission meeting first, see if we can get another member here for that one. So let's go ahead and do the Washington County Planning Board meeting. Start with roll call, please.
Absolutely. Anthony McNutt, Jay Piercy. Here. Micah Thompson.
Here.
Robert Daughtry. Here. Chantel Poirier. Maria Pearson.
Here.
Marla Pearson, I'm sorry. Lauren Shackelford.
Here. Okay, so we have a quorum. I'm going to call the meeting to order. First item on the agenda is the approval of the minutes for our October 30, 2025 meeting. Those minutes have been circulated. Any additions, revisions, or corrections need to be made?
No, sir. As submitted.
Not, I'll entertain a motion for approval of the minutes.
I make a motion to approve the minutes.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, let's move on. The approval of the agenda for tonight's meeting. And we have conditional use permits for the Harriet CUP, Wellsprings Retreat CUP. Move on to county land development hearing, Melinda Minor subdivision, replat of Tract 4 Wilderness Run subdivision Phase 1, replat of Tract 1 Wilderness Phase subdivision Phase 1. Doherty Minor subdivision has been tabled, so we need to remove that one from the
Item
item.
F, yes.
Okay, and then the last item is the Sonora Minor subdivision. Other than the Doherty Minor subdivision removal, any other changes to the agenda?
No, sir.
Can I get a motion for approval agenda as stated?
Motion to approve the agenda.
Second that motion.
We got a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, let's move on. The first item on the agenda is the Harriet conditional use permit. We'll start with staff report, please.
Vicinity map, site map, neighbor map. The applicant is requesting a conditional use permit to operate an event center. The property previously held a conditional use permit under 2014-048 Saddleblock Brewery Expansion CUP. However, following a change in ownership, the new owner proposes to modify the use of the property. The project will utilize 3.5 acres of the total combined 9.77 acre property. The applicant plans to host events by reservation only Monday through Thursday, 12 p.m. to 9 p.m., and Friday through Sunday, 12 p.m. to 10 p.m. The proposed maximum number of occupants for events is 100 people. They plan on having 3 to 5 employees on staff per event. The project site includes a 1,200 square foot building equipped with gas, electricity, water, and a septic system. A 6-foot privacy fence encloses the west and south boundaries of the property. The primary entrance consists of a 15-foot wide concrete driveway secured by a gate. A secondary gravel access road is located along the south boundary, which also has a gated entrance. 4x6 illuminated signs are proposed at the gated main entrance and on the event center building. On-site parking includes 20 asphalt spaces near the building with 2 spaces designated for ADA accessibility, as well as an additional 10 gravel parking spaces and up to 100 overflow parking spaces on grass. A storage container is located near the gravel parking area. To date, planning staff has received 3 complaints regarding this project, citing incompatibility with the surrounding area and concerns of amplified music, and 1 person requesting more information on the project. These are the planning conditions.
Okay, thank you. Questions of staff from board members? Okay, is the applicant or applicant's representatives here? If you would, please come up, turn on the mic, start with your name and address, tell us a little bit about your project, sir.
My name's Tom Sarna. My address is 1548 Elm Ridge Drive in Elm Springs, Arkansas. The project is a event center, basically repurposing of the space that was formerly the Saddleblock Brewery to be used for private events to be hosted on a reservation basis. The brewery was not a successful operation because of the remote location and lack of regular clientele customers coming in. So the repurposing would be to use it for private events, which would create a reason to come that far out of town and be there for something. It's a beautiful piece of property. It's got lake views in the wintertime, a lot of natural beauty in the area. The barn that was formerly the brewery is repurposed for rental space to have tables and chairs and set up for events.
Okay. Have you seen the proposed conditions of approval from planning staff?
Yes.
Are you in agreement with those?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Any questions of the applicant from board members at this time? Okay, thank you, sir. We may call you back. Anybody in the public like to make public comment on this? If you would, please come state your name and address for the record and tell us what's on your mind, ma'am.
I'm Laura Wyland. I'm at 18481 Haberton Drive, probably a half a mile down from the brewery. We purchased our property back in 2019 and built a resident on there. And when we built there, we knew that Saddleblock was there as well as the winery, but both places there was no interruption of anything to our property. I became aware, I think maybe that that there was a change or something was going on one evening, probably about October. I think I came home after 10 o'clock, and all of a sudden on my property, I could feel and hear loud music from this venue. And I think there was, it might have been their first event, and maybe it was a wedding or something, I think I heard. All that to say, I didn't do anything because I kind of felt like, well, maybe this was a one-time event. And then I got a letter in the mail to say that we were having this hearing, that they were proposing this. And I've never done anything like this, but I just want it down that I am against this. It has a great impact on the peace and quiet that we have there. And I don't know if I have other neighbors here. I'm fairly new to it. But I know that the neighbors I've talked around me do not want this. So I don't know if, what my purpose really is here, other than to say, we do not want this approved at all.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. I appreciate it. Anybody else like to make public comment on this item? Okay, yes, sir.
So my name is Ben Boyd. I'm the president of the Bridlewood POA, and our major concern is loud music, specifically amplified music. So I was wondering if the approval conditions prohibited amplified music, or if that is.
So the condition of approval is amplified music to be limited to interior facilities only, with the exception of outdoor ceremonial music. So
Just on record, our POA, which is off Guy Terry in Haverton.
Yes, sir.
Is 100% against any music being loud enough that it would disturb us. And the reason is we can, if you don't like what's going on there, you can look away, but you can't unhear, you know what I'm saying? And if it's loud, it can be very annoying.
okay. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Anybody else like to make public comment on this? Yes, ma'am.
Hi, my name is Emily Arnault, and my husband Tom Sauna owns the venue, and I just wanted to clarify a few things. We did, in fact, get married on the property October 11th. I did hire a band. It was over a $200,000 wedding, but we got to save the cost of the venue, got tons of compliments on it. We knew that the, music being amplified was a problem, so we're fine just doing indoor events. But my vision is to have an event center where people can come have birthday parties, bridal shower, birthday parties, at affordable price, because all the venues that are around here, they're all booked. They're all booked for over a year. I have tons of friends that are in cosmetology doing hair and makeup and whatnot. One of my best friends is a wedding planner. She said this is a great investment. There's a great demand for it, especially if I can do it at an affordable price where a lot of people can go and just do birthday parties or do family reunions and whatnot. So I can understand the concern from the neighbors and the music and whatnot, but this facility is not supposed to be for weddings and amplified music. I mean, I did that for my personal wedding, which is why I'm standing up here admitting to that. But majority of people are not going to have the money to do that and pay for everything to be outside. I wanted an outdoor wedding, all the flowers, all the band and whatnot. So I just wanted to clarify that and say in the future, that's not really our goal. And to buy that property, it is down the road from Sassafras, which is the biggest venue in Northwest Arkansas. So, we're thinking when we bought the property, hey, it's out in the middle of nowhere, which is one reason it didn't work as a brewery, and he lost a lot of money doing that. So, I'm not sure where we would go to do another venue when we're thinking, hey, we bought something out in the middle of nowhere, and there is a venue 0.5 miles away that is booked every single weekend.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Appreciate it. All right. Anybody else like to make public comment on this? Okay. I'll close public comment and bring it back to the board. Questions? Go ahead, Micah.
In regards to the use of, or the conditional use permit that Sassafras has, do they have amplified music?
I don't believe so. I was not.
Outdoor.
Yeah, I don't believe so. It's the same. We use most of the.
I can speak for Sassafras if you like.
Yeah. Yes. Most of the conditions we use, it's basically the same one we approved, and it went through the quorum court. So we don't make it complicated on anyone else, to be fair.
If you would please state your name and address for the
My
record.
name is Gene Long. I live in Fayetteville, Arkansas. I own Sassafras Winery. So there was a question about what Sassafras.
Do you have amplified music outdoor in
No,
events at
we
yours?
don't. We don't have amplified music outdoor, and we don't want amplified music outdoors. We think that we're just fine without it, and we're happy to keep it just like it is. I also live in Bridlewood subdivision, so we've been there 10 years, and we've operated just fine without amplified music outdoors, and we think that's a great way to go.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that.
Just to be clear, this this is also not allowing
That's correct.
amplified
The-
music
as-
other than bridal.
That is correct. As
Okay.
is proposed, the only amplified music would be indoors. The only outdoor would be ceremonial music to go with
And
the bridal, that sort of thing.
The brewery that was there, was it operating under similar capacity requirements?
It was
and-
operating under conditional
And
use
similar
permit as well.
hours and
Yes.
things? Okay.
Yes. Okay, any other questions of board members?
And I'm pretty sure, like, the applicant is aware and like he is trying to be like a good neighbor, and that's what he told us at the beginning, so.
Okay. We got set hours of noon to 9, Monday through Friday, noon to 10 PM, or Monday through Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Okay, any other questions or concerns from board members?
One, there's a note in about the septic system needing an upgrade. Can we get a,
Yes, we spoke to the health department, and that took like a while to figure out. So basically, they are limited to 32 people a day, times like 7, that's gonna be 224 a week. So basically, they're limited to that amount of like events numbers. So like if they can have like 5 of them a week, the overall like visitors should not exceed like more than 224. So 32 a day times 7 and do the math.
Okay.
is that common procedure for us to allow the conditional use permit for a facility like this before the upgrade is done?
It's been approved by the health department, like the septic and everything, but that's the capacity. And we talked to the applicant, and he's aware if like this is gonna expand more, or they're gonna have like more people, they have to go back and reconfigure like the septic system. They either like had to add something to it or like rebuild the whole thing from scratch. So as is right now, that's the capacity. And the staff report, Tom, correct me if I'm wrong, I guess like they do have like a contract also like for maintenance. Yeah, so.
Other questions of board?
The property itself does have the ability to be upgraded though.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like he owns like, if you go back,
It's over 9 acres.
yeah, it's over 9 point something
Well,
acre.
even
He
with
has.
most of it's floodplain though.
Yes, but like he has like the capacity to go like south as well.
All right, other questions?
And for the record, Miss Chantel and Anthony joined us, so we have 7 members.
Anybody want to make a motion?
I'll make a motion that we approve as presented here, especially considering that this was, already used as a business with similar stipulations and regulations too.
Subject to all planning condition requirements of approval?
Correct.
We got a motion for approval, subject to the conditions. Is there a second?
Second.
We got a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, thank you. Let's move on. Wellspring Retreat Conditional Use Permit. We'll start with the staff report, please.
Vicinity map, site map, neighbor map. The applicant is requesting a conditional use permit to operate a nonprofit religious retreat center and a nature-based hybrid school. The proposed project would utilize 8 acres of the 40.12 acre subject property. Retreats are proposed to occur on any day between Friday and Monday. Small weekend retreats accommodating up to 20 participants would begin at 8 a.m. on Friday and conclude by 10 a.m. the following Monday. Larger day-only retreats with a maximum of 50 participants are proposed to occur between 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. The retreat would have 2 full-time employees. The school would operate at the project site on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., accommodating up to 45 elementary age students with 3 to 4 teachers on site during school days. The school is approved and will receive funds from the Arkansas Department of Education. The existing property includes a 2,800 square foot cabin with 3 restrooms on a septic system, a 35 by 40 foot gathering building, approximately 20 gravel parking spaces located next to the cabin, and grass overflow parking. The proposed improvements include extending the existing driveway to create a circular loop through the property for easier entry and exit. Additionally, 2 to 4 canvas tents and 1 yurt would be installed on raised wooden decks. A non-illuminated sign meeting county standards is proposed near the entrance. An additional restroom on septic to accommodate students and retreat attendees would go near the gathering building. To date, planning staff has received 2 complaints regarding this project, citing concerns of trespassing, road blockages, disturbances from visitors, and unsafe road conditions. These are the planning conditions.
Okay. Applicant should stay. I'm just reading the one that's highlighted there. So the applicant should stay within the proposed hours of the operation as listed on the conditional use permit application letter of intent. Okay, larger day retreats, okay. Other set hours of operation may be imposed by the planning board or court. Okay, any questions of board from planning on staff report? Okay, is the applicant or applicant's representative here? Hello, sir. If you would, please give us your name and address. Tell us a little bit about your project, sir.
Yeah, my name is Andrew Lynch. Address 12133 Volcano Road, West Fork, Arkansas 72774. My wife and I purchased the property back in 2020, and really with the intent to create a space for families and our community to come and retreat into the wilderness. We've seen a need for that in our culture, the more that everyone's on their phones all the time, and a lot of people don't know how to get out in the woods. And so with both weekend retreats of up to 40 to 50, we would like to host day retreats and some overnight, really to give people access, mainly around silence, prayer, and solitude, to have a curated space for people to enjoy and get out and learn how to be in the woods. And we facilitate some of that. Sometimes people will just use the property for their own intent and purposes within the stated desires of silence, solitude, and prayer. We're not trying to be loud or have loud music or do large events. We really just want to create a space for people to encounter that. As far as the school goes, that would be Tuesday, Thursday. It's a hybrid school partnered with homeschool families to create another option for kids to get out in the woods. We've seen a lot of research around a need for kids to be in the woods. A lot of even modern therapy approaches around sensory needs that a lot of is accomplished if kids run around in a creek and climb a tree. And so we have a heart to do that. We have done public school and homeschool and a lot of in between, and we have a desire to service families that have a desire for that and partner with the community in ways to teach kids how to be in the woods, college students how to be in the woods, adults how to be in the woods. And we want to work with our neighbors too. We have letters or stated approved letters from almost all of our neighbors that we've told about the project and that we want to be good neighbors. We want to partner with our neighbors on, it is a private road in, and there are 3 or 4 residents that use that private road. We really have put an effort into making large improvements to the road for everyone. We've invested probably $5,000 to $10,000 in the road for everyone in the last year and haven't asked for anything back from that. We know that we use it in some ways more than everyone else, but also our neighbors have big dump trucks too that drive through all the time, and we're okay with that. We want to work with everybody, but that's the project. We know there's some concerns about it. We'd love to answer any questions we need to.
As far as transportation for the students, it's private, there's no school buses, anything like that on this?
No, there's no school buses. It is all private. We have talked about if we offered an option for if we had a van or something we're 25 minutes out of town to serve families if they could do a drop off and we bring them out. We haven't done anything like that. I think that would actually reduce traffic more than anything. But yeah, that's in regards to traffic.
Okay, all right. Questions of the applicant from board members?
With the dump truck traffic you've mentioned, I'm sure you guys have taken that into consideration with the safety of the potential children that would be there during school hours.
Yeah, so the road that comes into the property, the actual, if you see the map, the actual drive to where the cabin is and the barn is pretty far off of where the driveway, where the dump trucks go up. And we're only operating on probably like 8 to 9 acres of the 40-acre property. And so we're a pretty good distance away from the driveway. Yeah.
And then the proposed septic, have you started working with the state health department on that? Do you have approval on that at
Yeah,
this
we
point?
did. I mean, our initial thought was, I mean, are not independently wealthy and can afford to just build massive bathrooms right away. But, so our initial plan was to do some sort of like restroom trailer or event trailer. And the health department wasn't comfortable with that. So we are taking steps towards, so our school launch would be this coming fall, 2026, I guess. And the health department was okay with for like our events using an event trailer, but for the school, they wanted another septic system put in.
Okay.
So we went pretty hard to get a design and health department approval. So we have a design system for up to 50 people, I believe.
Okay.
In addition to the cabin, which has its own numbers, and the health department came out and did a site visit and approved everything on site.
Okay.
The staff report should have the approval, like permit.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, thank you. All right, any other questions of the applicant at this time? Okay, thank you, sir. We may call you back. Anybody in the public like to make public comment on this item? Okay, seeing none, I'll close public comment and bring it back to the board. Questions, comments, concerns?
If there aren't any questions, I'd move for approval as presented.
Second.
We got a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. All right, let's move on. We'll dive into county land development hearings. We'll start with Medina Minor Subdivision. Staff report, please.
Vicinity map, site map. The applicant is requesting a minor subdivision to split the parent tract into 3 tracts. Currently, the parent tract is 8.81 acres. After the proposed split, new tract 1 would be 1.77 acres, new tract 2 would be 3.72 acres, and new tract 3 would be 2.85 acres. Planning conditions.
Okay. Any questions of planning staff from board members? Okay. Seeing none, is the applicant or applicant's representative here?
My name is Kyle Rogers with SWIP Consulting. I live in Farmington, Arkansas, 72730. We are splitting this property into 3 separate tracts. I'm available for any questions.
Okay, so the tract, one tract has an existing house on it, correct?
Yes, sir.
And it looks like there's a structure. Is there a structure on the second one?
Just a concrete pad.
Concrete pad, okay. All right, and then I'm sorry, it's kind of a little difficult for me to read this. Walk me through ingress and egress to the new tracts being created.
So for the ingress, we have a 30-foot access easement going along the east side of the property up to the south line of new tract 1.
Okay.
And as far as utilities go, we have a 15-foot utility easement proposed along the west end up to the south line of new tract 1.
Okay, all right. All right, any other questions of the applicant from board members? Okay, thank you, sir, appreciate it. Anybody in the public like to make public comment on this item? Okay, seeing none, I'll close public comment and bring it back to the board.
Mr. Chairman, I move that we approve the Medina minor subdivision subject to staff conditions.
I'll second.
Got a motion in 3 seconds. Any other questions or comments? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, let's move on. Replat Tract 4 Wilderness Run Subdivision Phase 1.
Vicinity map, site map. The applicant is requesting a replat of tract 4 within Wilderness Run Subdivision Phase 1. The parent tract is currently 52.95 acres. After the proposed split, tract 4A would be 9.99 acres and tract 4B would be 42.46 acres. Conditions.
Okay. Questions of staff from board members? Okay, is the applicant or applicant's representative here?
Hey, my name's Alan Treadwell. I live in Seligman, Missouri, 65745. Real estate agent on this deal. The owner is absentee. They bought a couple hundred acres down there almost 2 years ago. Very property kind of in shambles. Had been logged really hard and had done, kind of been left not being kept up. We marketed it for a little over a year as an entire tract, and during that time, we had several folks interested in smaller portions of it. The owners have agreed to, if it makes sense, where access, ingress, and egress makes sense, and there's obviously on this tract right here, there's a road coming in there that has a ingress, an egress easement. So that's basically it, I guess.
Is there any utilities on the property?
There's not, no, not on this particular tract.
Okay. Any utilities on adjoining tracts?
Yes, just to the north of this tract right here, there is a home that has power and electric.
Okay. Would it be beneficial to have utility easement as part of the ingress and access?
Yeah, I mean, and it may be there on that road, and I don't know that for sure. I don't have that in front of me, and I don't know if you know that or not as well. It was, when it was done with the surveyor, if
Okay.
they added that on there. I haven't seen the survey because it had to come here first.
Okay, all right. All right, any other questions of the applicant from board members?
Just for record, like all our access easement that's given to any like lot being split, it should be access utility easement.
Okay, so they can
Yep.
legally, if
Yep.
somebody bought this and wanted to
Yes,
bring
and
utility, they could
so
come down.
in case
and
if like they need to have, it should
Okay,
be.
all right.
Yep.
I should have known that. All right, I appreciate it. Any other questions of the applicant? Okay, thank you, sir. Anybody in the public like to make public comment on this request? Okay, seeing none, I'll close it and bring it back to the board.
Make a motion that we approve as written.
Second. Got a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, let's move on. It looks like we're doing the same thing, replat of Tract 1 Wilderness Run subdivision. Staff report. Next door.
Vicinity map. Site map. The applicant is requesting a replat of Tract 1 within Wilderness Run subdivision Phase 1. The parent tract is currently 84.69 acres. After the proposed split, Tract 1A would be 39.58 acres, and Tract 4B would be 45.11 acres. Conditions.
Okay. Any questions of staff from board members? Okay, applicant? Sorry, should have kept you up here.
No, it's okay. Do I need to restate my name?
Same song, second verse?
Yep.
Okay.
Same thing, other on this one, the adjoining neighbor that owns the 40 acres right next to it is purchasing this tract. So
Okay.
his place will become basically 80 acres.
Okay.
With the purchase of this.
Okay, all right. Any question of the applicant from board members? Okay. Anybody in public like to make public comment on this one? Okay, seeing none, I'll close it and bring it back to the board.
Make a motion that we approve the replat of Tract 1 Wilderness Run subdivision as presented.
A second.
Got a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Item F has been tabled, so we'll move to item G, Sonora Minor Subdivision. Start with staff report, please.
Vicinity map. Site map. The applicant is requesting a minor subdivision to split the parent tract into 2 lots. Currently, the parent tract is 5.08 acres. After the proposed split, Tract A would be 2.54 acres, and Tract B would also be 2.54 acres. Conditions.
Okay. Questions of staff on this one? Okay, applicant's representative here. Hello, Mr. Reed.
Alan Reed, 118 South College Avenue, Fayetteville, Arkansas. I'm here tonight representing Null Custom Homes. Mr. Null is also in the audience here if you have any questions specifically for him. But basically, he's got a little over 5 acres he wants to divide into 2 pieces. He has plenty of road frontage on a nice paved road, Sonora Road. And he has agreed to meet all the conditions of approval that were set forth by the planning staff.
Okay. Questions of applicant from board members? Okay. Anybody in the public like to make public comment on this request? All right. Bring it back to the board for action.
I'll make a motion that we approve the Sonora minor subdivision.
Second?
Got a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right. Sam,
Thank
you
you.
want to? Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yes,
Sam, you
just.
want to update us on?
Yes.
The,
So last month, like we went through like the process of like updating and upgrading the schedule fees, the fee schedule like, of the planning department reviews. And I made like a typo. I take responsibility for this. For the large scale, it's always been 500, and so we're not going to change it. The last month, it was typed like 200 to 300. We're just going to keep it as 500, no increases, nothing, and that's just to clarify from like previous.
so the only change is
It's
the
just gonna
correction of
keep
the
it
large
as
scale.
is, yeah.
Okay.
And
Do you
instead-
need action on this again?
Yes, please.
And it's a recommendation to?
I mean, it's an action like today. If it's done today, that's it. It's
Okay.
done today.
Okay, so everybody understand this, we approved this last meeting, there was an error in the large-scale development fee. It's always been 500, it's staying 500, there was an error on the form that we approved. So the request is to reapprove it with that correction. That being said, I'll make a motion for approval as presented.
Second?
We got a motion and a second, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, and for those that joined us late, we did the planning commission meeting first because we had a couple of folks that were a little late getting here. So we'll adjourn this meeting shortly and then we'll take on the zoning board of adjustments meeting. Reminder, following next meetings, January 8th and February 12th. Any other business we need to consider as planning commission?
So far, so good. Like we'll see you next month.
Okay, all right, so I will entertain a motion to adjourn the planning commission meeting, planning board meeting.
Make a motion, we adjourn the planning.
Got a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, now I'll call to order the Washington County Zoning Board of Adjustments meeting. We'll start again with roll call, please.
Anthony McNutt,
Here?
Jay Piercy.
Here.
Micah Thompson.
Here.
Robert Daughtry.
Here.
Chantel Poirier. Marla Pearson.
Here.
Lauren Shackelford.
Here. All right, so we have a full quorum, so I will call the meeting to order. Approval of the agenda. We have one item on the agenda, the Young Cunningham variance request. Anything else on the agenda?
That's it, sir.
Okay, so I'll entertain a motion for approval of the agenda as stated.
Make a motion, we approve the agenda.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, we'll start with staff report, please.
Vicinity map, site map, neighbor map. The applicant is requesting a variance to allow the creation of 2 lots, each less than 1 acre in size due to medical hardship. If approved, a minor subdivision permit will be submitted to divide the 1.92 acre parent tract into tract 2A and tract 2B, each containing 0.96 acres. No complaints or comments were received about this project.
Okay, questions of staff? All right, applicant or applicant's representative here.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Steve Zega, I'm an attorney. My business address is 111 Holcomb in Springdale. My residence address is 2377 Waterway Drive here in Fayetteville. I represent Darlene Young and Linda Cunningham. They are here in the audience. They are sisters. They are, as I said on the application, of somewhat advanced age. They would like to spend their time that they have together on earth together. And so they are asking the board to approve this split of a 1.92 acre lot that currently is in Linda's name to 2.96 acre lots, basically split right down the middle with a north-south dividing line, so that they will be able to live next door to each other, and that Darlene will have an interest in the property to the west. That is the plan. With your approval, there will be, if you approve this variance, there will be an ingress for the second lot placed on Stonewall Road. That is based on not my conversation, but an email I got from Dr. Atta. We have a plan to make that compliant with county sightline requirements. I have nothing else to present to you unless you want some anecdotal reasons why we'd like this variance to be granted, and I'm happy to tell those to you, but at this time, I'd ask the chair if you have any questions or board members have any questions.
Any questions of the applicant from board members? Okay, seeing none.
Just to clarify, also the hardship letter is like attached to that staff report and the
Okay.
explanation
Yeah.
that was given.
And,
And just for
Mr.
clarification, if each were 1 acre, it wouldn't require it.
Yeah, it
That's
wouldn't be
correct.
here, like, and basically, they're like also like gonna apply for like a minor subdivision because they're creating like
Sure.
2 at less than 5 acres, so we're gonna see it next time.
Okay, all right. Okay, but the variance is because they're .96
Yes, sir.
instead of
It's like less than 1 acre
1.0.
each.
That's exactly right, Mr.
All right.
Chairman. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other questions or comments from board? Is anybody in public want to make public comment on this? Seeing none, I'll close it and bring it back to the board for action.
Mr. Chairman, I move we approve the Young Cunningham variance as presented.
Second.
We've got a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you. All right. Anything else for the ZBA group?
I guess that's all.
Okay,
We'll see you
I
next-
will
Motion to
entertain a
adjourn.
motion to adjourn. Got a
Second.
motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
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 Any opposed? Thank you.